All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Early Morning Crypto Talk Bitcoin. Brandon from Los Angeles, California. Thank you guys for being here today. Unfortunately, Facebook still will not let me connect my Zoom account to do my Facebook Lives. So I got to use YouTube. Go ahead and type in the chat box where you're listening in from. See Lorna Vasquez, good morning. Court Gomes from Guyana, Florida, good morning. As a disclaimer, I'm not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I read the news, give my opinion, share suggestion, and it is up to you to make an informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. Good morning, Jacqueline from Florida. Court, what part of Florida are you? Oh, Guyana via Florida. You're in Guyana. I'm about to say, wait a minute, we was just in Florida. There's 4 rules I live by in the crypto space to have success. Rule number 1, education is key. Education is everything. Rule number 2, never invest money you cannot afford to lose. Rule number 3, always get your return on investment back as fast as possible. And rule number 4, where do you see yourself in 3 months, 6 months, a year from now? What are you willing to do to make that happen? Make a decision, find a vehicle, take action, remain focused, and do not get distracted. Now, following these rules is not going to guarantee you success, but it will at least minimize your risk. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the most that we can ask for. All right, so let me go ahead and get screen share going. All right, get things kicked off here. You should be able to see my screen. Lots been happening in the last 24 hours. Good morning, Pat Davis. You see here, market cap is at 338 billion. It is down 9.1% over the last 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance is at 62.4%. It was almost at 70%, which means that money came out of Bitcoin. Ethereum still about the same as far as market cap wise, but the other coins did have a major drop. Bitcoin -7%, Ethereum 10, Ripple 12, Bitcoin Cash 15, Litecoin 13, EOS 13%. These are just the top 10 coins. Bitcoin SV dropped 17%. Let's look at best performers over the last 24 hours. XMAX was up 43.3% last 24 hours. Chainlink, 10.2%. Augur, 4.3%. And that's pretty much about it. Worst performers. Worst performers is Quant, negative 24.2%. Energy, 22.2%. Lambda, Solve, Nexo, Stratus. Yeah, Bitcoin SV had the biggest loss for one of the top coins, followed by Monero. And then Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, EOS. So the last 24 hours hasn't been a very good day. It has been a correction, but is this the correction or a correction? Let me look a little bit more closer at Poloniex. Okay. Current price 11,800 is down 7.75% change. Let's see. It started to, because I was up this morning. This is when I woke up this morning. I was like, what in the world happened? And then it started to climb, came down, started to climb, and it's faltered again. Tried to climb a bit, came down, tried to climb. So this is an interesting chart to look at. See what the big boys are doing. Okay, the bot's got a buy order in at 11,721. So this thing go down 11,700. Yeah, it could still, because it's at 11,800 right now. Does it have a sell order? Yes. Sell order is at 11,996. So that's what the bot thinks. 11,896 is its sell order. And the last thing I want to look at is this graph. What does this tell? Whoa. So this is the sell order is real low. This thing can pop. So the wall sitting at 12,000. If it could pass 12,000, it can easily slide all the way back to almost $14,000. Wow, that's an easy slide. There's not much resistance at all. So is this thing about to turn around? 11,800. The buy wall is sitting at 11,600. So it might go a little bit lower, but then this thing could, look at this. There's not much resistance all the way to 15K. So this will be interesting to watch over the next 6 hours or so. What is this telling me? It's squeezing again on the high end. All right, well, let's take a look at some of the news. And Ace, you're absolutely right. Not selling any Bitcoin because of the intraday price. The price, for those of us that's been in this a while, current price of Bitcoin is irrelevant. Doesn't matter what the day-to-day price is. You're looking at this long term. There will be at least one more major correction. At least one more. Major. Might drop 50, 60%. In my opinion. That is in my opinion. Okay, so let's see some news here. Let's start with Fed chairman. No. Since I'm talking about the numbers, I will go with that. Here's why booming Bitcoin can break the $16,000 milestone soon. How's that? The price of Bitcoin has corrected by, oh, the screen jumped on me. Give me a second. price of Bitcoin has corrected by up to 18% upon hitting its 17-month high towards $13,868. Following the European market open on Thursday, Bitcoin plunged to an intraday low of $11,301 on San Francisco-based exchange Coinbase. The move brought the cryptocurrency's 24-hour losses to around 8%, but managed to maintain the monthly bullish bias with 37% gains. Exchanges trading the Bitcoin-enabled pairs collectively posted more than $44 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. At the same time, Real 10, which filters out of 95% of the artificial daily volume, reported approximately $6.03 billion worth of trading activities. Many macroeconomic catalysts are creating a bullish vacuum for the Bitcoin market as of late. First, the Federal Reserve's decision to cut interest rate is weakening the US dollar sentiment against the rival assets, including both commodities and currencies. Second, an economic crisis is arising due to the ongoing trading struggle between the United States and China, sending regional investors looking for haven assets like gold and even Bitcoin. Bitcoin eyeing the $16,000. And third, the imminent launch of Facebook's crypto Libra is reportedly reinflating the Bitcoin buying sentiment. Ever since the social media giant's announcement, the price of Bitcoin has surged by more than $2,500. Bitcoin eyeing the $16,000 limit. Let's see here. The latest pullback has already brought the price inside our wedge breakout target range of $11,600 to $11,779, as discussed in this analysis. The list of strong fundamentals, as mentioned above, could allow Bitcoin to continue its parabolic run above the said range. The Coinbase weekly chart shows that the price is now looking to reclaim $13,500 of the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level as its next upside target. As of now, the already overbought Bitcoin market could either correct by 30 to 40%, given how in 2017, Bitcoin's ascent to $20,000 met with multiple downside corrections, or continue its parabolic run towards the medium-term pullback target of $16,000, now coinciding with the 78.6% Fibonacci level. That said, the market could see a handful of profit-taking actions as retail institutional investors meet their target range and exit. Or, given the fundamentals, which also includes the next year's Bitcoin halving event, they could either hold the crypto or purchase it at new higher high formations. Bitcoin can easily hit 20K new all-time highs this month because the order book on BTC is thin, said Josh Rager, a prominent Bitcoin market analyst. With only 17 million plus in circulating supply and millions already lost, we could be looking at only 13 to 14 million available. I say 7 to 10 million available to trade. Why that low? Because you're going to have another group that's sitting on a million or two and will never move those coins. So many of these are held by holders. There you go. Many of these are held by holders not willing to sell now. That doesn't mean they're going to be willing to sell later when the price gets super high. So how about this one here? $1 million Bitcoin price no longer off the table. Okay. The Bitcoin price suffered a brutal pullback yesterday, but longtime crypto bull Max Kaiser remains confident that the flagship cryptocurrency could still achieve a jaw-dropping $1 million target, perhaps even in time to save the eccentric John McAfee from having to eat his manlyhood on national television. Resident Bitcoin bull, $100,000 BTC is within sight. arguing that Bitcoin crossing the $1 million milestone, also known as the McAfee price, is still not off the table. Kaiser also added other more immediate forecasts. The RT host says $28,000 is his short-term price target, while $100,000, representing a nearly 800% gain from its present level, is within sight. Kaiser has long argued that the Bitcoin price could top $100,000, maintaining that lofty goal even throughout the painful 2018 bear market. Last month, he predicted that the U.S. Federal Reserve launching more quantitative easing would lead to the debasing of the dollar and trigger a massive rush into BTC. While the Fed has shown no indication of launching another round of quantitative easing, it has signaled that it could lower interest rates. President Donald Trump has in the past attacked the institution for large-scale tightening and not knowing what it is doing, while pushing for rate cuts and easing. Kaiser also said that Facebook's Libra crypto would benefit the Bitcoin price, along with the increasing cost of mining BTC as the coin's inflation rate declines. So crypto rally brings out the massive Bitcoin price targets. Kaiser is not the only crypto bull who contends that Bitcoin has more headroom. Earlier this month, the co-founder of Fundstrat Advisors, Tom Lee, indicated that once the Bitcoin price reached the $10,000 point, it would double in a fast and furious manner. BTC currently trades above $11,500. So specifically, Lee predicted that Bitcoin would hit $40,000 in 5 months after passing the $10,000 mark, which he said would ignite a FOMO, fear of missing out rally. With Bitcoin having breached that level this week, it means that if Lee's prediction comes to pass, by late November, the crypto will have hit another all-time high. So he's saying that Bitcoin will hit $40,000 in 5 months after passing we're past the $10,000 mark. So 5 months from now, by the end of this year, he's saying we're going to end at 40,000 by the end of this year. Normally, I would have laughed at that, because a couple of months ago, I was saying that I don't think Bitcoin's going to cross $6,500 this year. But when it's going all the way up to 13,000, almost 14,000, I mean, anything might happen. Anything can happen. All right, and last article up. Fed chairman swears very high scrutiny against Facebook's crypto Libra. Now, this is interesting, how the government is reacting to the Facebook Libra. What's happening, Lashana? So Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell said his agency, as well as the rest of the federal government, will be looking carefully at Facebook's Libra cryptocurrency. The unspoken advantage of large companies entering crypto. He promised that Facebook would be held to a very high standard, implying that the social media giant should be able to operate successfully. Libra is a new thing. We are looking at it very carefully. Given the possible scale of it, I think that our expectations from a consumer protection standpoint, from a regulatory standpoint, are going to be very, very high. Authority for overseeing Libra is going to be in several places. But I think that the big picture is we are going to be looking really carefully at it. When you have a significant company like Facebook talking about entering the financial space, governments finally get antsy. Whatever Facebook is working on, they're skeptical and they want to know everything. Facebook so happens to be building a form of cryptocurrency. As a result, renewed scrutiny on a growing industry. But perhaps the unsung advantage to Facebook entering the crypto space is Facebook's lobbying efforts doing the same. Facebook has a legion of successful lobbyists. If they focus their attention on blockchain issues now, will that equate to a regulatory boom for crypto? My answer is yes. For most in the space, The main benefit will be the legitimization of the blockchain. If Facebook is doing it, how can it be so bad? I agree with that. So where do we go from Libra? Many believe this attitude shift will lead to an overall push from the general public. Retail FOMO will begin. I agree with that. Some officials like Maxine Waters feel very threatened by Facebook's entry into crypto. She called for the company to halt development. For its part, Facebook acknowledges that Libra presents no useful threat to Bitcoin. It doesn't. However, if the crypto is immediately usable at places like Uber and PayPal, it will be interesting to see what effect it might have on existing markets. Well, I think it's going to have a positive effect on existing markets because people aren't using Bitcoin to buy Starbucks stuff anyway. They're using it as a store of value, as digital currency. Facebook by itself isn't as important as all that's come before it. For its part, the social network is building on the shoulders of giants. They're not the only ones in the social media space either. Telegram is launching its own blockchain, complete with the Gram token. The Gram token. I knew something like that would go down. Telegram is launching a Gram token. Watch, Amazon's going to launch their own token. Who else? Alibaba's going to launch their own token. Any of the big companies that's not part of the Libra Association are going to launch their own token. Some concerns arise from the fact that Facebook already has so much data on everyone. Adding in financial information gives them a complete profile. That's my concern as well. We already can't trust them with regular data, but now we're going to trust them with our financial details as well. How big a picture would it give them into the crypto world? Hold on one second. Give me 1 second. I'm almost finished with crypto talk. All right. Oh, wait. Did I do it? Oh, wow, man. This thing is messing me up here. Everybody's blowing me up. And if I don't let them know, it's going to keep blowing me up. Give me a second. I'm almost finished with crypto talk. All right. Some concerns arise from the fact, if we can't trust them with the data, can we trust them with our money? The need for privacy becomes more self-evident than ever. Facebook won't be offering a realistic version of a privacy coin or anything of the sort. Facebook will provide a fully regulated, limited use token that transmits value across its massive network. If done right, they could force its usage into several aspects of the Facebook ecosystem. This move alone would provide a use case for Libra. This didn't give me too much information about what the Fed's going to do. But it is interesting to watch because we've seen also France has brought concerns. So the United States government, France, and Russia has already outright banned the Libra. They're not even going to accept it. So it'll be interesting to see how Facebook responds to this and how Bitcoin and crypto is going to benefit from this. So before I leave, let's take one more look at the charts to see if anything has changed. Yeah, it's gone up a little bit, 11,835. But the 24-hour high was 13,900 just 24 hours ago, and the low 11,400. So if I back out of this, see how this is looking. This is weird. Steady down. 1, 2, 3, or major ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now it looks like it's rebounding up just a bit. All right, guys. Well, that is it for early morning crypto talk. Today was a Thursday. Yeah, so I should be back for a late night crypto talk tonight. Definitely because I want to see how these markets play out. So I should be back. That's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to try it again to see if Facebook is going to allow me on Facebook Live. I'll reboot my system and everything just to make sure that's not the issue. If it is an issue, then I will do it on YouTube. But again, all you got to do is go to my Facebook page, because whether it's a Facebook Live or YouTube, the link is on there. It's on my Facebook page. So with that, you guys have a great day. Have a productive day. See you next time. God bless. Bye-bye.